Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Retired. Now we've got Ev here. G'day, Ev.
G'day.
And
I'm Jason. How's it going? Pleasure to be here.
Good to have you on the intro to the episode, mate.
Thank you. It's a real honour to be here.
We've just had a family trip to Phillip Island. So that's what this particular episode will be about. There's a lot to do on Phillip Island, and you can't do it all in 3 nights, which is the amount of time that we had there. So this is just a kind of a glimpse at some of the things that we did while we were on Phillip Island. Now, I want to thank Jace and Ev and Lizzie for providing some of the video for the day that the family went to AMaze'N Things, because I wasn't there. So couldn't take any of the video. So thanks for sharing all of your video.
You're welcome.
And that's the video that we'll be using for our trip to AMaze'N Things.
Well, here we are at AMaze'N Things on Phillip Island. We are ready to be amazed. Yeah, AMaze'N Things is an amazing place to go with the family. As the name suggests, there's a really big maze.
Have you got a big lookout at the middle?
Oh, there are quite a few lookouts. There's a few sections where you go up on ramps and you can look out across the whole maze and get a bit of an idea of where to go next.
All right.
So lots of lookout ramps.
Well, that's the maze, and I probably wouldn't have gone in the maze even if I was there. I don't reckon. Don't like getting lost in mazes or losing the kids in mazes either, so I probably wouldn't have gone in.
Oh, they had a clever feature called the emergency exit. So if you got lost, you just followed the signs out.
Okay. There was one other thing that I want to mention before we forget about it. There was a drop slide.
Yes.
Now you went on that. Can you describe that?
It starts off as a vertical drop for about 2 meters, and then it's a very gradual curve which takes you down to a smooth landing. So you walk up 2 flights of stairs. So I would guess you're 6 meters up in the air. There's a bar and trophy that you hold on to, and then the guide says at that point, this is the point of no return. If you don't want to do it, get off now. But if you do want to do it, then you let your legs fall forward, so then you're dangling by this bar like that. The guide says, keep your feet together, put your head on your neck, and then he just says, let go. So that can be a bit of a scary feeling, because you're holding yourself 6 meters up in the air and about to let go. But I figure if it was dangerous, they wouldn't let us do it, so I trust that it's safe, and I just let go.
So did you think, when you were hanging, ready to let go, did you think, I wish I didn't do this?
Not that, but you think, should I really let go? Should I just pull myself back up? Because it's a bit imposing, but you have to put those thoughts out of your mind and just do it.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too much. That's awesome. And it turned out to be a lot of fun. It was a real thrill, because you've got that 2 meter vertical drop before the curve catches you, so you're free falling for just a little bit. And I thought it was quite a rush. It was lots of fun.
Yeah. It must have been, because you went 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't consider going?
No. I watched quite a few people go up, and then they decided, just as they were about to sit down, they shook their head and said, no, I'm out of here. So, yeah, there's quite a few people that change their minds. You have to wear protective overalls when you're up there as well. Before you go up, you change into overalls as well. So.
That's so your fancy belt buckles don't scratch their slide.
Which one were you wearing on that day?
Metallica one.
The metal liquor one.
That's the one.
Okay, and I see you've got the shirt on there now.
Sure do.
Well, I think one of the things that probably some people may not be aware of is that there's a mini golf right next to the whole complex, which I'm sure is a part of it. And the actual golf, I think there's 20 holes, and each of them becomes more challenging. It's one of the more complex mini golf courses that I've seen, but it's beautifully presented, and the children had a lot of fun on it, didn't they, Jace?
Yeah, they did.
Really enjoyed it.
I think the favourite one of some of our boys at least was the one where you have to putt the ball into a river, and then it flows down the river, disappears into a hole, and then turns out a few metres further across out of a tunnel. So they went back and did that one a few times because there was nobody behind us.
It was really good. And then the rest of it is really difficult to explain accurately because there are so many different things that you can participate in, encounter, and experience. I wouldn't even know where to start. Jace, how would you describe the rest of the
I'd say just a whole bunch of illusions and tricks and puzzles, things that look impossible and at first when you first see them. So one which we're going to roll in a second is a shot of Mum on a chair, and the chair is rolling by itself uphill. There's no engine in that chair. It's all gravity fed. It's rolling uphill, and it's quite the illusion. It's a very clever way that they do that.
Very clever. But there was one huge room, very, very huge room, which was dedicated to magic, which reminded me very much of the Harry Potter type themes that they used. It was really beautifully presented, and you're sort of amazed with the type of magic that they're able to portray, and there wasn't anyone performing. It was just the way they're able to portray it.
Yeah, I think so. You look up in the sky and the
Keep going. Keep going. I was usually F trying to get a word in, but today I can't. Should we swap seats? I may as well be out on the outside. No, keep going. Don't worry about it, mate.
No, we'll just keep talking past you. It's all good.
Yeah, go if you like. I wasn't there after all. Piked it on the day. Anyway, what were you saying?
There's like a chandelier which seems to be floating through the air. Hi, Harry.
Something to eat.
Paper.
Okay.
That's about all I reckon on the AMaze'N Things. Let's roll some video of the rest of the visit and show you what else you can see at AMaze'N Things.
One of the highlights for me was seeing the pelicans being fed. Every morning from 12 midday at San Remo, a guide comes out with a big basket of fish, and the pelicans know that this happens all the time, and they fly in and they land on the shore not far from the fish and chip shop that's at San Remo. And the guide tells us all about pelicans, and we watch her feed fish to the pelicans, which is an absolutely amazing sight to see. But she did make a very important point that the fish that the pelicans are fed are not whole fish. What they've actually done is they've filleted the fish so that the birds only really get the head of the fish, because they don't want them to become dependent upon being fed by humans. But it's an incredible sight to see them flying in, and then when the actual session is completed, the pelicans all walk into the water and then swim out underneath the bridge, out towards the bridge, and it's absolutely amazing to see such a beautiful collection of beautiful birds.
And you get to see them fly a little bit too. Some of them fly in or fly out, so if you're lucky. I was trying to get some video of the pelicans in flight, but I got a small amount, but not as much as I wanted. But there is one thing that I got while I was down at the water's edge trying to get some good close shots of the pelicans. A stingray appeared and was swimming by, so we'll show you that. That was quite an amazing sight. But you love the pelicans, and it's certainly a must-do thing if you do a visit to Phillip Island, and it's free, Jace.
Well, I wasn't there. I didn't see any pelicans.
Well, you're on your way, but you're a bit late. So, yep, the pelicans. Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Another thing that we really enjoyed was the Panny's Chocolate Factory, which is on the It's just after you go across the bridge on the way into Phillip Island, and it's definitely worth a look. They have a whole bunch of chocolate-themed things to see in the museum. I really liked the chocolate waterfall. That's very reminiscent of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So I thought that was really good.
And I know that the older grandchildren enjoyed going through the sideshow alley because you're able to use a system where when you purchase your tickets, you can scan the ticket that has barcode on it, and if you're able to use some of the wooden balls that help to, I guess, complete the game, and the ball comes through through a little opening. If you've been successful with the result of the game, you can convert those wooden balls into chocolate balls, which of course the grandchildren were really excited about when they got to the end of the actual demonstration of it all.
The chocolate ones taste nicer than the wooden ones.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I know that from experience. They even find ways to make the cafe a unique experience. There was a robotic waiter that brings your food out to you after you've ordered. So for the kids, I reckon that was quite the novelty of ordering food just to see the waiter come and bring it over to you. Yeah.
But of course, the best part is when you come to the end of the tour and you go into the shop where you can purchase the chocolates. The range of types of chocolates and the flavours, the combinations, it's just amazing. It takes a long time even to select what you'd like to take home with you.
Not that long to eat it though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think things are gone now.
But one of the amazing things that was on display was a complete life-size statue of David.
Michelangelo's David.
Yes, Michelangelo's David. Completely solid chocolate, 100% milk chocolate. And a whole city with trains and train station. It was really just amazing. Really, really beautifully presented.
So the Chocolate Factory, another place that you definitely don't want to miss when you go to Phillip Island. Now, one of the family activities that we did down on the beach was build a crocodile. Now, you want to talk about this one? Briefly.
Just briefly? Okay. This particular day was a lovely day, but the beach that we chose to wasn't ideal for swimming. So we decided that we would make a huge crocodile. So we designed it and created this sand-made crocodile with seashells on it to decorate it, and also a lovely big sand castle. So the grandchildren again were involved and they really enjoyed that, and it just took me for a little bit of time because, as I said, unfortunately this beach was not suitable for swimming. So that was our afternoon and a lot of fun.
No, Jamie was the lead designer for the crocodile. I just watched.
Alexander was the
Good watching.
construction engineer, and I was the decorator. Yep.
So it came out quite well. Good fun down on the beach.
Yeah, well, we supervised.
Yeah.
Hello, we are here at the Nobbies Lookout, and to be honest, I'm a bit disappointed. I was hoping to see the Nobbies Peanut Factory, but there's not a peanut in sight. It's not good enough.
One other thing I really liked was a coffee shop called Mod Eisley, which is brilliant for anyone who's a Star Wars fan. There was a whole bunch of Star Wars memorabilia as you walked in, and the coffee sizes were Star Wars themed as well. The smallest one was a Padawan, the medium was a Jedi, and the big one was a Grand Master. So that's on the main street next to the antique shop for anyone who's a Star Wars fan. Definitely check it out.
Now, just before we finish off, Jace, you've got a new YouTube channel. You've got a collection. You almost need a book now to keep track of how many channels you've got. But this one, I thought if we have any people with young children who would like to watch a story being read to them, this channel might be quite suitable.
It seems that when I'm bored, I make a new YouTube channel. But this one's called Picture Story Time, where I just read lots of great picture story books that are good for kids.
I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! And he only had 3 legs. He was a wonky donkey.
So if you search for Picture Story Time on YouTube, and you'll see Jace reading some stories, and might be helpful.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for watching this episode of Just Retired. Make sure you subscribe to see some more great tourism ideas around Victoria, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye for now. Bye. Thanks, Jace.
Thank you, Dad.
Ripper.
That was a good one.